Hey guys, it's Jake Mace, the vegan athlete, in my front yard. Of course, I have an edible landscape where all my trees and vines and bushes and cactus and everything we've planted is either edible, medicinal, or a native tree, bush, or plant that's a pollinator attractor, like a butterfly and a bee attractor. This is my first time ever doing a YouTube live with you guys on the mobile. So if you guys want to come over here a step, we're gonna try this new way of reaching you guys with YouTube Live on mobile, which they just started and they just gave to YouTube channels that have over 10,000 subscribers first. I've been using it on this channel, Vegan Athlete, and on my other channel called Shaolin Center. If you look at my other channel for the martial arts, fitness, and self-defense and things like that, Shaolin Center is the other one, and I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. And if this media is liked by you guys, if you like it, we'll do more of it. So the only ways I know if you will like it is if you hit the thumbs up button, if you put a comment down below, which I'll answer, if you share it with people, if it gets a lot of views. Those are the 4 ways that I could tell if you guys like this live video format. Thumbs up, comment, share, and view count, or subscribe. If this does work really well, this will be a way that I can show you guys more tours of my garden and what I'm growing here in my raised beds and my fruit trees and fruiting bushes and vines. Because I want to do a full tour of my garden, a full tour, 2017 full tour, but it's going to take 2 hours for me to walk through the yard, and I just don't have it in my heart to edit a 2-hour long YouTube video because that would take me like 3 days, 8 hours a day of editing. So we might do it live. And that way you guys can walk around with me live in the days coming up if you guys like the live video. So let me know with the thumbs up. I want to show you guys in this video what I am planting right now in my garden. So this is going to be instead of what is Jake the vegan athlete eating in a day, we're going to do that stuff coming up. But for today's video, it's going to be what is Jake planting in his garden today. Whoa, great blue heron. That great blue heron is stalking my fish. Look, he's going to my fish pond right now. Okay, we're gonna change the live video up. The great blue heron is going into my pond right now to eat my fish. So let's sneak up on him because my dogs are in the house. Normally the dogs would scare him away. Let's sneak up on him in the pond and scare the crap out of him because he's gonna eat my babies. And then we'll get back to the video of what I'm planting. So come here. We gotta be really quiet. He'll be up in the tree. He sits up in the tree for like 5 minutes and he like stakes it out. And if it's okay, he goes down a little lower and then he goes and sits in the pond and eats my favorite fish. So let's go look up in the trees. Right over there. Oh, he was staking it out from the other neighbor's house. Look over here, he's gonna fly this way. There he is, he's flying the house line. See him? I don't know if the camera can pick that up. Yeah, he's gonna fly into the sun. Look at the sun right there. It's gonna be, I know it's gonna be hard to pick up. That was a little anticlimactic. So this time he was sitting on the fence in my neighbor's yard because he's not stupid. The heron sits there for a few minutes and then waits and sees if Jake, the crazy dude, or if the dogs are running around. Then he goes in there and eats the fish. And I love the heron. He's breathtaking, but he'll stalk the fish at night even. So I had to have one dog sleep in a dog kennel on the fish pond. Okay, now that we scared away the dinosaur, let's go look at what I'm planting right now in my garden. Okay, this is my little collection that I've collected in the last week or two, and there's a lot of stuff over here. Let me explain to you what each thing is really quickly. so I can get you guys out of here in a timely fashion. It's some cactus, it's some native bushes, it's some plants from my garden, it's some trees. And I guess let's start over here. Okay, this is one that I want to plant. It's called a Mexican olive, also called Texas olive. It can be treated like a native in Phoenix. It's very heat tolerant and cold tolerant. It puts off fruits and beautiful white flowers. So I'm gonna plant this guy somewhere in the landscape as a beautiful white flowering olive tree. This one next to me over here, you guys know this tree because if you watched my video on how to graft a fruit tree, this is the persimmon called a Saijo or a Saijo persimmon that the president of the Arizona Rare Fruit Growers named Doug Jones and I grafted on camera for you guys. Really, Doug grafted it and I facilitated the video. But this is a Saijo persimmon. Now it has 2 branches from that one bud, and we grafted it down here, so it's growing pretty well. And I'm going to transplant this into the garden this spring because the other Saijo persimmon that I planted that's 2 years old is doing very well right now. Now this one is a native called a Palo Blanco. You guys have heard of a Palo Verde. Palo Verde is the Palo Green. This is the Palo White, Palo Blanco. And a lot of people out there are really in love with rainbow eucalyptus because they like how rainbow eucalyptus has the trunk that peels the bark off and looks like rainbow colors when it's done. But this Palo Blanco does a very similar thing, and it's native. It's not a huge tree. It's more of like an accent tree. It has a very wispy kind of cowboy-like look to it. So they suggested if you have like a Mexican style kind of Art Deco wall that has that like nice clay color and you're into art and having a good like Sonoran desert kind of outdoor aesthetic, to put this tree against the wall to accent the colors in the wall. And look at how the trunk already looks like it's peeling. Really amazing, I think. I love this guy. I would love to have a little forest of these, like 10 or 15 of them all together, and do like martial art videos amongst the Palo Blancos. Okay, next to the Palo Blancos. So I got these 2 guys from the Desert Botanical Gardens plant sale. It just happened, gotta wait till the fall. These guys I got this morning from the Arizona Rare Fruit Grower sale, and my friend Dr. David Rosenberg, who grows great plants like papayas and passion fruit and dragon fruit cactus. So these are 4 different kinds of dragon fruit cactus I got from Dr. Rosenberg. This one is, I believe it's an American Beauty. This one here is called an Edgar's Baby. And this one here is called also Edgar's Baby. So 2 Edgar's Babies and 2 American Beauty. And I might even take this guy, this Edgar's Baby, and snap the pieces off and turn it into like 6 different plants, because you can propagate dragon fruit that way. And I have plans for a really amazing dragon fruit area coming up tomorrow, actually, when I plant it. So over here, also from Dr. Rosenberg, these are papayas. And if you guys have seen the papayas in my backyard, actually, do you guys want to go see it? Should I show you before and after really quick on live video? Maybe kind of fun. These are the papayas that my friend Dr. David Rosenberg grows in the Scottsdale Paradise Valley area. He grows them in his heated shed, aka home greenhouse, and he grows them from seed. And then they're just a month or 2 or so old. And then I plant them like this, and they do really well for me so far. I have 3 of them growing, actually 4 of them, 3 Tang Nung number 2s and 1 Mexican. And in 1 year of time, they will grow close to 15 feet tall. So let's do a quick break and let's do a before and after. Follow me. It's still sunny enough that we can go and see the papaya trees that are growing after 1 year of growth. 1 year and 2 months of growth. Come on. So this papaya right here, being held up by these straps because I'm nervous it might fall over. I don't think it will, but just in case. This is the exact same papaya I planted from my friend Dr. David 1 year and 2 months ago. Actually, 1 year ago I planted it. So 1 year ago it was this size, maybe even smaller than this. So from this little guy right here to this big guy in just 1 year. Isn't that amazing? 1 year. This one behind him is 3 years old, but look at how many papayas are on this guy. Look at the size of these ones. They're as big as my head. They're huge, and they're ripening from bottom to top. That's how they do it. And since we had a warm winter in Phoenix, it didn't show any damage in the frost this year. So I might put these papayas somewhere back here as well and just keep my papaya patch going as long as it's aesthetically pleasing and still has flow. But how cool would it be to have like one more papaya right here and then one more like over here, so you can still walk around them, but they were don't take a step back, but they were in like a cluster. I might do that because when they're in a cluster, I can just have one watering system for all 5 or 6 papayas, and they'll kind of reinforce each other in the wind. Okay, let's go back to the front and continue our tour of what I'm planting. Come on. A little pit stop at the fish. They have no idea I just protected them from a pterodactyl, aka great blue heron. You're welcome. You're welcome, fish, tiger. Suck on my finger as a thank you. There you go. I'll pet you. Good job, tiger. Good job, emperor. Lion. Okay, let's go. I don't have any kids, so those are my kids. So I just got 4 of these papayas, and the varieties of these guys are, this one's called a Royal Star, which is a Mexican variety. This one's a Tainan number 2, and that's it. 2 Tainan number 2s and 2 Royal Star Mexican papayas. So subscribe and follow me for updates of how these guys do. Over here is a variety of, I think it's a Mexican passion fruit that's supposed to be really tolerant of the Sonoran desert weather. It's called a Passiflora Arita. And he says that he gets these to grow pretty well. So I'm gonna grow this up a trellis on my back wall and see if I can get to take over the back wall. Okay, this one is from my friend Suzanne Velarde with VelardeGardens.com. And Suzanne normally grows plant starts, but she had been given this mulberry as a gift by somebody, and I might plant it somewhere in the yard, or I might re-gift it to somebody who wants to plant a fruiting mulberry. So if you have anybody who wants to plant a Pakistan delicious Lalong mulberry, let me know. And maybe whoever has the best story, I'll donate this to them, or I'll plant it here at the yard, one or the other. So really cute looking guy that was rooted by maybe air layer or cutting probably. And this one, these 2 are also from the Desert Botanical Gardens plant sale. They're 2 varieties of tropical passion fruit that I Google searched, and I figured out that they will fruit. So I'm gonna plant these guys tomorrow and see if I can get them to grow up the fence. This one in particular looks really good. This is a banana pup that my friend Doug Jones, who's the president of the Arizona Rare Fruit Growers, he wanted me to try to grow. He's given these banana pups to a few different growers in town that he thinks might have some success with them, because then they can get them to maturity, have them produce pups, and we can distribute the pups of this special banana palm to other people in town who want to grow it. So I've been given explicit instructions to make sure this banana thrives in my yard, and I will do my best to make that happen. And the variety is right here, called a Sao Katuep Ho. Hope, how's my tie? Is it pretty good? This one is also from the Desert Botanical Garden. So there's a guy there, and we've been talking a little bit. His name is Ray, and he's really knowledgeable about edible desert plants. And so he told me that this variety of agave is one of the most delicious. When you cook this variety of agave, when you cook the heart, it's very sweet. So this one's called a Murphy's agave. So it already has one center mom and it has some pups from the outside. So I'll propagate these and put these somewhere as a native, because I think agave looks so beautiful, and I don't have any agaves here at my house. Every good desert home has to have a big giant blue agave. This is a Chupa Rosa, which I had years ago, but for some reason I took it out. But the flowers are edible, these pink guys, and they taste like cucumbers. So I'm gonna plant this Chupa Rosa somewhere. Then I have these incredible looking little cactus, and these guys are just super cute, and most cactus that flower will produce edible fruits. So this one is called a it's called a mammillaria. Anybody who's into cactus is going to be butchering me in the comments. A mammillaria montensis. Maybe it's called a mammillaria, like a mammary, where it looks like a breast. Honestly, very colorful one. This one is, I thought it was really great. It's called peppermint pincushion. I can pronounce that better. Peppermint pincushion cactus. This guy right here is one of the Sonoran Desert mallows called a globe mallow, and this one has some really pretty flowers, like the peach colored ones. I got these plant starts from Suzanne Velarde with VelardeGardens.com, and these are all my sweet peppers I'm going to grow in my garden. And then I got 2 eggplants, because you only need a couple, because you don't realize if you're successful at gardening and you grow like 2 eggplant bushes, you have eggplants for the entire family, maybe the entire neighborhood. And I'm gonna plant these guys in the raised beds. These are all my summer sweet peppers here from Suzanne Velarde. Then I have these 2 guys over here, which is part of the milkweed family. And these are gonna attract my monarch butterflies. Arizona native, called Arizona milkweed. It's called a thin leaf milkweed. There's also a different milkweed that looks more sticky that I have in my front here. But this is the thin leaf milkweed. 2 different varieties of milkweed you can grow to attract the butterflies, and this one is called a Burberry. And so I wonder if there's a Versace and a Louis Vuitton and a Gucci plant. But this one's a Burberry plant, but not that kind of Burberry. This one just produces edible berries and looks really interesting. The leaves look really crazy. Like they look kind of violent, like a weapon. And then behind the Burberry, I have a Aravaipa avocado that I'm trying to nurse back to full strength before I plant them or donate them to somebody. And pretty much that's it, with the exception of this. Oh, that Aravaipa avocado, of course. If you guys want to get one of those, the Arizona avocados, go to my friend Seamus O'Leary's Tropical Fruit Trees. And down below here is another pup that I actually brought home in my car, believe it or not. It's like a 8-foot pup, and I put it like a pair of skis through the trunk, into the car, and out the passenger window. That's how I got it home. And this is probably from either my friend Todd Bodine was telling me about it, but I forget if Todd dug it off the mom or if Doug dug it off the mom. Either way, it's a really awesome papaya that's already pretty big. And if I plant this guy like this, hopefully it'll give off pups and fruit in a matter of a couple months. So when I stand this guy up, it's gonna be 8 to 9 to 10 feet tall. That's it. Are you not entertained? That is my little collection. This has been another episode of Plant Hoarders with your friend vegan athlete Jake Mace. You guys can join my mystery seed box program. I can't wait to show you what the seeds will be this month, just in about a week or 2. Seedbankbox.com. Don't miss out. We had lots of people last time sign up the day after we sent the boxes out, and they were like, oh, we missed out on March's box. And I was like, sorry. There's a cutoff date, so you got to sign up before the 1st of the month. So you have a couple days left. Seedbankbox.com. Sign up for the April Seedbank box, and you can follow me on social media, Jake Mace Tai Chi on Instagram and Snapchat. And again, let me know down below if you guys like this live kind of video format, and I'll do more of it, and I'll do more tours out in my yard. Until next time, go vegan and grow your food at home, and I will see you guys back here next time.